Hi, QNAME, your turn. Here are your questions. I'm only filming here because I can't be bothered to set up anywhere else, and this isn't canon to the show. You can tell because I still have this here, and it's January. I don't need a fake December calendar. Oh, I was like, where'd the disc go? It's still in the Wii. I haven't taken the game out of the Wii since I played it. The disc is in there and there, though. Bet you didn't know that was there because it's always hidden. Also add a little Easter egg to Bowser. It hasn't appeared in an episode yet, but it will in season 2. There's a little thing here. Wow. Okay, anyway. I'm here to answer your questions. That's why you're here, correct? Okay. Maybe I should just do all of Q&A here. Tell me in the comments below. No, thanks. Smash 3R. Would you rather have unlimited bacon, but no more games, or games? Unlimited games, but no more games. Well, let's go through this question. Been asked to many people, by many people. So let's go through the question. So, you get unlimited bacon, but no more video games, right? So you get bacon. And then the other option, you get games. Unlimited games, but no games. Now you see the problem with the second one is that although you get games, unlimited games, you also get no games. So the option if you want to get something is the one where you get unlimited bacon. But if you want to get games, unlimited games, but no games, you pick the games option. Cool? Let's hope I don't get on Chuckle Sandwich, so I have to answer that question. Just resist asking questions. I don't know what that means. The new Super Mario Brothers or the Super Mario Parties. Technically, there is only one game that's called Super Mario Party. The other ones don't have Super in the title. But let's go through them all in a deep dive into New Super Mario Brothers and Mario Party. I'll be back in a second, guys. Here is all of the new Super games and not all of the Mario Party. I can't be bothered to get there. I have Mario Party 3 as well. I just can't be bothered to go and get it. Let's go through every Mario Party. So it started with Mario Party 1 on the Nintendo 64. It's Mario Party 1, alright game for the Nintendo 64. Mario Party 2 is just an upgraded version of Mario Party 1 because they had the, the problem when if you put your hand on the Nintendo 64 controller, it'd burn your hand. So they made Mario Party 2 to fix that problem. And then they made Mario Party 3 because they thought, why not? Now this trilogy, great games, introduced us to Mario Party, but where I think Mario Party really stepped it up was the GameCube entries. I don't have 6 or 7, they're like $300. These alone are like 100. I didn't buy them for 100, but like, people buy them for 100. I don't know who these people are, but whatever. I got these for like 50, 40, I don't know, don't remember, something like that. These ones, fantastic games. I think it's this one. One of these has a really good story mode, and especially this one introduces stuff from other Mario spin-offs. This has the star thingamabobs from Paper Mario. That's a spin-off referencing a spin-off. I think that's really cool. And these games show the Mario universe, have unique characters like the Mini Bowser thingamabobs, and they're fun things. Mario Party 6 and 7, the same thing. And then there's the Mario Party Advance, I've never played it. There's Mario Party E, never played it. There's Mario Party DS, which we'll get onto in a second. The Wii entries. They're weird as hell. Mario Party 8 was the sequel to 7, and was made by Hudson Soft. They made Super Mario Bros. Special, if you watched that episode. This game follows pretty much the same thing as the GameCube ones, to the point where it's in 4:3, even though it's on the Wii, which can do 16:9. That's aspect ratios, by the way. And, it's really fun. It's got the same gimmicks as the GameCube one, but with motion controls. Really cool. But then, who bought Hudson Soft? Was it Capcom? Was it Konami? Someone bought Hudson Soft, who developed 1 through 8, and it led into a drought of Mario Party games. They also made Mario Party DS, which was more focused on being a single-player game, as opposed to this, which is more of a multiplayer game. And there was a drought. But then this game called Wii Party came out, which was developed by ND Cube, which was a company owned by Nintendo. And so Nintendo thought, hey, you can develop Mario Party. So then they made another Wii entry. Mario Party 9. But throughout 1 through 8 and the other entries, there was a lot of complaints saying that all of them were the same game. Even though they weren't, because it was a new Mario Party released every single year, people were sick to death on the same thing over and over again. So this one put everyone in a cart. I don't know why. It's not that fun compared to 8 and 9, but you know, they were trying something out. They're trying something unique. So that's fine. You can test stuff out. But then when you double down on it, people start to wonder what the hell you're doing. Mario Party 10 is just, it's the same thing. It's got the same concept as Mario Party 9, except there's actually a really fun Bowser Party mode, which I think is the obvious thing for the car mode. But the only way to play normal Mario Party is if you do Amiibo Party, which only has one board, and you have to use Amiibo, like Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. I think less dramatic as Animal Crossing did it, but that concept. And, you know, no one liked it. It sucked. It came bundled in with a Mario Amiibo, and that's that. That's Mario Party 10. Who cares? And there was also 3 Mario Parties on the 3DS. I only have one of them. It's the stupid Nintendo Selects version. And if I remember correctly, this one also... No, this one was actually the one that was most like a normal Mario Party. But there was one that came out, I think, after this, called Star Rush, that completely changed what Mario Party is. I can't give my opinion on it, because I've never played it. I've heard very mixed things. Some people think it's a fantastic thing. Well, not fantastic, but unique. Some people don't like it. Whatever. And then they made Mario Party the Top 100, which was a compilation of the 100 best Mario Party minigames from the console entries on the 3DS. What are you doing, Nintendo? But then eventually, you know, Switch came out, even though the Switch had already come out by Top 100. And we got Super Mario Party. This is the only one that has Super in the title. This one is more of a return to form to 1 through 8, but it's boring. I played this game for like 4 hours straight for a video that I didn't end up making. And it's okay, except for the fact that you have to use the Joy-Con. You can't use a Pro Controller. And as I said, the boards are boring. There's like one good one. And they're all really small and get very boring after a while. But it was good to see that Nintendo at least were trying. But then we didn't get a Mario Party for years. And then randomly they added online play to Super Mario Party, which was kind of cool. But that was kind of the catalyst for Mario Party Superstars. Still has Super in the name, they just put it near the end this time. This one takes the boards of Mario Party 1, 2, and 3 on the Nintendo 64 and has mini-games, 100 mini-games, from across the franchise. Does this remind you of any 3DS game that no one bought? This is a better version, a much better version of Mario Party the Top 100. I still have my gripes with this one, that there's not enough boards, because there's only 5. But everything else about this game is actually absolutely fantastic. I got addicted to this game for a while. I really like Mario Party Superstars. But that's the last Mario Party game we got. So we're finally getting there. But New Super Mario Bros. Let's talk about that. Now, my opinion on New Super Mario Bros. As a series is very different to a lot of other people. That's all I'm gonna say. It started with New Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo DS. New Super Mario Bros. Fun game, whatever, blah, 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 blah. It was the reintroduction to 2D Mario, an original 2D Mario game, because the last one we got was Super Mario Land 2, 6 Golden Coins. Unless you include the Super Mario Advance series, which was remakes of the classic NES and SNES games. This was the first one we got and was developed to be Super Mario Advance 5. And you know, it was fun. It was an enjoyable 2D game. Something we hadn't seen for a long time. Wario was getting 2D games. Donkey Kong, even after Rare became a Microsoft company, he was still getting a few 2D things. Sonic was getting 2D games. Mario just wasn't really getting anything original until New Super Mario Bros. So it was fun. But the success of this game, because this is like one of the most successful DS games ever, led to the creation of New Super Mario Bros. Wii. This is the copy from the desk, in case you're wondering. New Super Mario Bros. Wii is basically just New Super Mario Bros. But on the Wii. It doesn't have as creative ideas as the DS one, but its main pull was the fact that you could do 4-player co-op with Mario, Luigi, Blue Toad, and Yellow Toad. And this was one of the highest selling Wii games of all time. It was a classic 2D Mario game that had a very basic story, had the same visuals and almost the same music as this one, and was on the Wii, which was like one of the most successful consoles ever, and still is. The Switch outsold it, but until the Switch, it was Nintendo's best-selling console ever. Home console, not including the DS. So, they finally figured out what they wanted to do with the 2D games. And I was like, yeah, okay, we've got two that are pretty much the same thing in a row. But why don't we make two of them in a year? New Super Mario Bros. 2 and New Super Mario Bros. U are two New Super Mario Bros. Games that came out in 2012 that had the exact same style as the DS and Wii one. New Super Mario Bros. 2 is a direct sequel to the DS one. And it's basically a combination of the ideas from the DS one, as well as using the music from the Wii one. It's got a fun coin mechanic, it's got DLC, it was the first Nintendo game to ever get DLC, which is kind of insane. Unless you got the gold edition, then I think the DLC came with it. It was pretty much the same as the previous two, and with another one coming out for home consoles in the same year. What is this? It had the exact same style, exact same everything. It was just New Super Mario Bros. For the third time, despite the fact it's called New Super Mario Bros. 2. And then they made New Super Mario Bros. U, which is the same as New Super Mario Bros. Wii, but you don't start in the Mushroom Kingdom, you start in like the Acorn Kingdom or whatever, and have to go back to the Mushroom Kingdom because Bowser took over Princess Peach's castle. It's the same thing. It's probably the least creative out of all of them, because this was the last one they technically made, and it released on the Wii U, and you know, it was even with the 3DS one, they were some of the most successful games for their respective consoles. But whatever. A year later, Nintendo made the Year of Luigi. So then they made New Super Luigi U, which is a much better version of New Super Mario Bros. U. But Mario ain't in it. His hat is, but he isn't specifically. And this is a fun game. It's harder than Mario U. It's faster than Mario U. And it's got Luigi from Mario U. But that's pretty much all I can say on it, because it's the same thing. People were annoyed at the fact that there was basically 5 of these games that were all the same damn thing, but on different consoles. But that's the direction all of the Mario spin-off games, including Mario Party 9 and 10, were going. They were going in this art style. Even if you go to Super Nintendo World, that's what the art style looks like. You know the one from QNAME 200? That's New Super Mario Bros. Fault. And then they made Super Mario Maker, which used New Super U as a style. And then they made Super Mario Run, which uses assets from U. And then they made Super Mario Maker for the Nintendo 3DS, which is Super Mario Maker for the Nintendo 3DS, but they didn't actually use New Super Mario Bros. 2 assets, they used U assets, which is really confusing. And then they made Mario Maker 2. And then, when everyone was begging Nintendo to maybe come up with an original 2D Mario game for the Nintendo Switch, they made New Super Mario Bros. Again. This is the 3rd time they have released New Super Mario Bros. U, and the 2nd time they have released both of these ones combined onto one thingamabob. Because this is both of these games. Because this is just DLC for that one. But they also released it as its own thing. I didn't understand what DLC was at the time, so I got it as its own thing. It's cool to have this game on the Switch, but it's the worst one. And people thought, oh, okay, so Nintendo's just not making an original 2D Mario game anymore. But then they made Super Mario Bros. Wonder, so that's not New Super Mario Bros. U, and that's not what the question was. You were asking whether Mario Party or New Super Mario Bros. U is better, or New Super Mario Bros. Is better. And I went on a really long explanation about the history of both of these franchises because I got nothing else to do. I actually don't have an answer. Because I enjoy most of these games. The New Super games. If we were to look at these 6 games, these ones, I would enjoy Bye-Bye and then half of this side, but because I like these 4. This is a page from the little pencil too, by the way. It's a book I made. 2 fun. Sorry, but Mario Party. See, the thing is, they're 2 different types of games, so I really don't know what to pick. Because I would most likely play those ones more than these, but these ones, at least most of them, are objectively better than most of those. Hell, I'm a sucker for Mario Party 9 and 10. A lot of people don't like them. I'm not its biggest fan, but I would play them because they're fun. They're good. They're good games. Like, the problem with all of these games is none of them are objectively bad games. They're well put together video games that have Mario in it. But, I don't know. I don't know what the argument I'm trying to make is. So this is what happens when I don't have a script. Oh my god. I think I would go with Mario Party. Because there is other 2D Mario games that I would play now that Wonder is out over these ones. Because I would be playing Wonder and Maker because it doesn't have New Super in the title. We had another question, by the way. Oh, never mind. No, we didn't. It said Smasher saying, not this one again. It's been like years. Scott the Was moment. Scott the Was asked that question, the bacon question. It's from Mr. Sark, but originally it was from Chuckle Sandwich. I mean, like, other way around. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I have a question for you. More like I have a challenge for you. Give me some would you rathers, otherwise I'll shoot you with this gun. This gun killed John, remember? But then he came back to life, or whatever.
コメントはディスコードサーバーにおいて好きなコメントを選ぶよ次回の QNAME
I can't believe this calendar made me play Hell's Kitchen. And I can't believe this calendar, you see right there, says please subscribe to the Herluigi456 YouTube channel. So I reckon you should do that. And also link in the description to the previous episode, or here's a clip. That chair is so uncomfortable. Q&A me. What's the next big TikTok trend? Here are your worst answers. Your mum. Thank you, big. Yeah, that's a good one. People are going to start playing Hell's Kitchen, the video game. I really hated not telling you that the